Morning, guys. Another quick update for you. And this week I've got off. Right, I've filled the just the small seam in here and where the joins are in the panels through here. And I've just gone along and also filled. There was just some Bezumas. Yeah, it's where there's a brace been spot welded in along those edges. There was a couple of marks in there and a couple of small dents. So I've gone along and filled them in to stop the water sitting in them, to obviously hopefully help getting the water to flow out instead of sitting. And I've done the same in here, filled the seam a little bit so the water's not going to sit in the seam. And again along here where that brace is in the back. So I've sort of done that. Needs a little bit of final sanding and probably a couple of coats of primer, and then just a double check to make sure there's no other little bits and pieces that need tidied up. But I'll have another good look and I'll try and fill everything I can before I put paint in there or primer in there, so I don't have to sort of go back too many times, because I'm trying to get everything done I possibly can these next two coats, and then hopefully maybe just final touch up primer. And there was always a little dent in here that I kept forgetting about to fill. Got that filled yesterday. It probably needs a bit more of a block back, but I'll leave a bit extra. Like, it's feathered out quite good. You can't really feel it, but I'll leave it. So when I get a couple coats of primer on, if it needs a bit extra blocked off it, just to make sure it is perfectly flat. Needs plenty of material there. What else got done? Oh, I started putting some filler down in here because I couldn't really get in here with all the heads and stuff on before. So I've done a bit of filling down here just to try and smooth out the worst, the ripples down there. Probably needs another smear, and the same on the other side, just down that back edge, just to tidy the last of it up. Like, I'm not going to get right into that bottom piece where it's sort of joins in about 3 places down there. I'll just make sure that's reasonably clean and not quite so scruffy, so at least when you blow a bit of paint down there, it won't look too bad. And from the chassis rails down, I am going to repaint black, so that'll hide anything else that sort of doesn't look so good, because most of this was actually painted black, but it's got a lot of overspray on it, so I'll just give it a light rub back when I get the rest of the car painted, and I'll just mask it out and just flick some black back in there. Got most of these pieces tidied up just where it was all spot welded, just to smooth it out. And there was a dent in here that had been filled before, and I'd ground the filler out and I'd knocked the worst of the dent out, but it needs another smear because it was a bit ugly. Needs another smear through there yet again. There was a little spot in that wee corner that had a bit of a mark in it. And I try to hide a little bit of rippling in there. And I had never put anything down that front edge just to hide where the spot welds and stuff were, and a little bit of rippling there, so I've done a little bit of that. Just needed a bit of a tidy up on this edge just to knock the worst out. Like, I could have filled all the way down there and heard and all that, but I'm not too panicked about it. It's tidy enough. Just wanted to flatten it out a little. I've got a bit more dolphin glaze in there just to try and hide the last of the marks, so I haven't got back up into here yet. That's sort of what I've mixed up at that point. And I put some small blankets on these things because I can't be bothered waiting to make some panel stands up, and I'm not damaging the doors like I've done. I've filled these two, but I haven't sanded them back. We filled them last night. We were going to do these ones too, but it was just some light surface rust in there, so I just got a brush and a bit of the that commercial neutralizer for chassis. I brushed a little bit on there instead of flicking it through my spray gun. Just, the brush was probably just as quick for the little spots that I had to do. So I just put it behind the where the hinges go, and just put a little bit down there and around this corner, because it was just a bit of light surfacing on it, so just to help neutralise that. So well, I'm going to smear a bit of little filler in just to take, because there's some humps and hollows in there, and just any little spot welds and joins. I'll just tidy up a little bit, a little bit of the rippling in here. I won't get into here too much, but just as long as any little marks, so when you open the doors it looks quite tidy. I might smear a little bit across the bottom in case somebody wants to get real picky and have a look down there, and this sort of stuff on the. It's not quite. It's probably so noticeable in here because that's where your door opens, so you're not going to see in there quite so easy. But I'll just smear a bit of filler in there, and as long as it flattens out reasonably well, that'll be about all I do. As long as it's flat and smooth and no holes in the filler or anything, that's about as fussy as I get. And just to flick a little bit here, because that's you can see in there a bit easier by the time you get up to this top. And I might just smear a little bit in these marks, in here, just to flatten her out. Just sort of get a little slightly bit step closer. And then once I've got it got that sanded back and primed again and dried, I'll put some seam seal around these edges just to help stop the water from getting back in there, because I don't think it's ever been done from factory, or if it was, it's not there anymore. So yeah, I'll go around and I'll seam seal all these pieces, and just to keep any more moisture out from getting back in there again. And in here, because they've got quite good drains, and they've never rotted out. And well, these doors have never really rotted out drastically. And same. I've done a bit on here too, so with that bit of that rust kill. So we'll go along here and tidy these up a little bit, and the corners, because I'd routed up some little patches in there, so we'll smear a little bit of filler on that and just tidy it up. Some seam sealer along there. So yeah, I've done the insides of those ones. I've filled it all, but I haven't sanded it back yet. We can get in here and tidy these up, because when I've had it up the other way doing the body work on the other side with nothing on these tables, it's got scratched, but these other doors didn't get scratched doing this, so I've just got to sit in there on that old jacket in the moment just to keep them off the floor. So it's going to work quite well. And then I pulled the boot lid off when I was doing that, and once I've got these doors sorted, I'll probably sit them down, and I might go around this one before I lift these other two back up and sand them, and go around and clean up all around in here too. And I'll probably try and do something with this dint, whether I can knock that back up and just put a bit of filler in there just to hide the worst of that dint. And smear a bit of filler in here and here, just to smooth it out, so it's not quite so you can't see those ripples so bad. And fill a bit of this pitting in, and where I put that patch in that corner. Just all those sorts of little bits and pieces, just to tidy things up. And then just give it a general sand on the inside, and give it another reasonable coat. Because like when I primed there, when it was on the boot, when it was actually on the car, I didn't get painting down there very well, so I can make sure that's got plenty of coverage. So that's about where I'm at the moment. And then the worst bit's going to be trying to do the bonnet, because it's got the ridge down the centre. So, but yeah, we're getting there. I've still got to sand these back guards and stuff, but we're getting there. I've just about got this guard beat. I really only do the wheel arch and the bottom of those bottom pieces, and probably another light rub through here in spots in the main section of the guard. So we're getting there. I sort of almost lost the best part of the middle of the day yesterday, doing other bits and pieces and going into town, so which I didn't really plan on doing, but it was just one of those things that came up and had to go do. So I sort of lost the best part of that day. So hopefully I'll get everything primed up tomorrow. That's my aim. So you get into it today and try and get all these, sanded and filled and smoothed out the best we can. Alrighty guys, I'll give you another update when we've got a bit done and a bit sanded, and give you another shot what it looks like, and then hopefully tomorrow, once I get everything primed up, we'll give you another burst again and give you another video. Alrighty, cheers.